Hey, what is up guys? It is Silverson here. Today I'm going to be giving you guys my review on the Dragon Ball Super episode 38. Now, I just wanted to start by saying the animation in this episode, in my opinion, was pretty alright. I mean, there were some kind of messed up shots here and there in the episode and whatnot, but, it's pretty good in my opinion, at least in terms of Dragon Ball Super standards. But in any case, now it's his turn to fight Vegeta, and pretty much, basically, Vegeta's been going at it like almost this whole time. He's basically been carrying the team for the most part. He fought Magetta, or Magetta, however you want to pronounce it, Kabe or Kaba, however you want to pronounce that, and then now he gets to fight Hit. And basically, from all those fights, oh yeah, he fought Frost too, but that was like a really short fight and whatnot. But basically, he's starting to fight Hit, and pretty much he's having a bit of difficulty fighting him because he has this technique called the Tobashi. I'm not good with Japanese guys, but basically, I believe it's pronounced Tai Tokyo Bashi, something like that. Essentially, pretty much he can like skip time for like 0.1 second, and I actually thought it was kind of cool how Jacko's I believe it's his wife. I'm not sure, or maybe they're engaged or something, but basically, she or he or whatever it is kind of explains it, and then they pretty much figure out, his secret move and how he's able to defeat Vegeta so quickly because pretty much Vegeta's going in, he's a Super Saiyan Blue or Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, and he can't really lay a finger on him. He's pretty much just like hitting him and punching him in his vital areas all over the place and whatnot. And he's like going so fast that nobody can see him. One other thing I wanted to add in here is that I actually thought it was kind of cool how Vegeta was bleeding in this episode. Like, I don't know, I mean, I don't think we've really seen blood in Dragon Ball Super until now and whatnot, but I just thought it was a nice little touch, it kind of adds a little bit more drama and suspense to this already crazy fight that's going on. At first, at the beginning of the fight, pretty much Vegeta was just thinking about, like, oh, how is he gonna, defeat Hit and whatnot, like, how is this gonna go down. He doesn't really have too many openings at this moment and whatnot. But pretty much he just went in and started trying to fight him and whatnot. But as this was going on, pretty much he was Beerus and Whis were kind of talking, and Simp was just kind of looking at them like laughing and whatnot because this was technically his trump card. Everyone up until this point hasn't really been giving Goku and Vegeta too much like a run for their money or anything like that. But pretty much Beerus is like thinking like, oh man, Goku's gonna have to do something, if this keeps up and whatnot. And then pretty much Whis is just being kind of sarcastic and he's saying like, oh no, we still have that one guy, Monaka, he's the strongest guy in Universe 7, right? And then basically, um, it's proven that he's not. He's pretty much like an amateur. Like he kind of just brought him there to motivate Goku and Vegeta. And I don't know, like some people were throwing theories around like that, and some people said that. I didn't really believe it. I was really hoping he'd be a strong guy because, in my opinion, I don't really like this decision they made because I don't know. It just kind of like when Goku said like they could have a sparring match and whatnot. I actually thought that might happen like after the tournament. That could be something we could look forward to. But now, I don't know, like it felt kind of cool because it's like another character that's not a god, but he's pretty much like almost as strong as Beerus, like he's pretty strong and whatnot. That's what he was led up to believe and whatnot. And I thought it'd be kind of cool for him and Goku and them to like train with him or like just become friends and whatnot. And then maybe one day they might be Beerus or something like that. I don't know. I thought it'd be kind of cool, but now it just feels like he might just get tossed to the wayside or we might not see him again. I'm not sure. I'm just saying that for right now, but I just feel like it was kind of a wasted opportunity, you know what I mean? Going back to the fight, pretty much Vegeta is still trying to, try to find an opening on Hit, trying to counter his attacks in some way, but he can't, and basically Hit goes in, he pretty much does a heavy attack to him, and then he gets knocked out, and then when he does, pretty much, everyone else comes in, like Krillin gives him a sense of being, Bulma and Trunks come in, they like help him up and whatnot, and then now it's Goku's turn pretty much, and he steps up and he's just like, hey, do you have any advice for me, Vegeta? Like, how could I beat this guy? And he's just like, oh, I don't know, just like try to find an opening, or like, just try to stay alive basically. And then he's just like, oh, okay, then, I'll see what I can do. And then pretty much we find out that Hit's like 1,000, I believe. I think he's like no, not a million. What am I saying? He's like 1,000 years old, and then pretty much Goku's like, oh man, that's really old and whatnot. But yeah, pretty much he starts I don't know, he starts bowing at first, like he like kind of shows him respect like that and stuff like that, and then pretty much they start the match, and then Goku, he's basically like just running around the whole arena trying to find an opening, shucking and jiving throughout the battlefield basically, and pretty much you still can't really find an opening at the beginning. And mind you, he's still in his base form, so he hasn't really like, you know, went all the way, like went like, Super Saiyan Blue like how Vegeta did. He's pretty much just like testing it out and seeing if he can, find hit some weak point basically, and pretty much he does near the end of this episode. He actually starts to counter his attacks and whatnot. He actually kind of predicts like what he'll do in those 0.1 seconds, like after he's like done and whatnot. But pretty much he figures it out, and basically the episode kind of ends off right there. And then they're gonna get serious, from what I can see in the next preview. And hopefully it's a really good fight, because from what I saw, it looks pretty cool. And they're saying like, oh, Goku's gonna have a new technique, and to be honest, I kind of do know what it is already. I've seen the spoilers and all that stuff and whatnot. And all I have to say is I can't wait to see how that turns out, how it will look and whatnot, and how that will go down. But in my opinion, I kind of like going back to the whole Monaka thing. Like, it just kind of sucks in my opinion, because if Goku does beat Hit, then it just feels like almost like more of the same. Pretty much Goku comes in at the last second, just defeats the villain as always. I thought it would have been kind of cool and kind of a change of pace, and kind of, just nice to see like someone else, Monaka, for instance, some guy we haven't even seen him fight or anything like that. I thought it would be really cool to see, like both of them go into mysterious characters, Hit and Monaka, just fight each other and see how that plays out and whatnot. But apparently, I guess we won't probably be able to see that, unfortunately. But anyways, that's just basically it for my review. Tell me what you guys thought of this episode. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you think it was good? Did you think it was bad? Is there anything else you guys are excited for? Do you guys have any theories on what may happen next in the series? What may happen after this tournament? And all that other good stuff. But yeah, until the next one, guys, Silver Sun is out.